Welcome to Her Story Untold Studios, where we share the powerful and inspiring stories of women who have faced and overcome various challenges. I am your host, Tanir, and today we have a special guest with us who has excelled in both the worlds of STEM and pageantry. Her journey is a testament to the power of determination, intelligence, and grace. Let's welcome Jehnae.
Yay! Thank
I'm
you so
so
much.
happy to have you here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I appreciate it.
Oh my goodness. So where are you coming from, calling from?
I am from Indian Head, Maryland. But I'm calling from, the DMV area. So here we are out here.
I'm a Marylander. Can you share your journey in STEM and what inspired you to pursue a career in that field, in this field?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for the question. So, like we said, my name is Jehnae Linkins. I'm a lifelong resident of Indian Head, Maryland. I graduated from the Lincoln University of Pennsylvania, the first degree granting historically Black college, excuse me, the illustrious first degree granting historically Black college and university. I got a bachelor's of science degree in physics with a minor in mathematics. I also went to the University of Delaware, majored in biomechanics, movement science. And then now, or for my master's, and now I'm currently finishing up at the University of Maryland at College Park with my PhD in mechanical engineering. Um, so yeah, that's my like educational journey and how I kind of got started. And really like where the STEM focus came from. My great uncle was a carpenter. And so he made every single thing you could possibly think of. He could make a 2x4 into a piece of a heart-shaped wood, like so it was just really like mesmerizing that you could like, make all these different things just, out of like trees, household products, whatever the case may be. He was very skilled. So from the age of like 8 to what, 15, 16, I was
Oh.
engulfed, entrenched in all things mechanical. He taught me how to, solder a circuit, drive a bobcat, drive a bulldozer, uh, cut a 2x4. Taught me everything I know, chainsaws, everything. And so I just loved it and continued with it. And yeah, that's really how it got started.
Nice. Wait, we're not gonna just go past the engineer part.
Yeah.
Okay? An engineer is a big deal.
Thank you. I appreciate
Wow.
that.
Super inspiring. Okay, so you would think that this was like generational, or you
um,
just
I mean, my mom's a teacher, and my dad, was in law enforcement. So, I guess
Nice.
I guess it was generational since, but no one else in my family,
Okay.
um, yeah, really does like engineering, math, and science. My brother's an attorney, so yeah, no, it's just me.
Okay.
And why did I decide to do this? I don't know, but English and history, geographical location, anything like that, not my strong suit. I know my skills, I know my specialties, and they are math and science. So.
Hey. So I know. So how did you become involved in pageantry, and what motivated you to combine your passions for STEM and pageantry?
Oh, okay. So I started in pageantry in 2018, right before COVID started, and I competed in the Miss Maryland USA pageant. And really, how that came about, uh, I was dating this guy, and essentially he told me that I was never going to be able to win a beauty pageant. I wasn't pretty enough, I wasn't cute, whatever the case may be. So, plot twist. Um, Here I am. So that's really how it got started. And it was just something different. And then once I got into it, I really loved it. I really embraced like the sisterhood. I really embraced, just being around so many diverse groups of women, and how they have put together, their whole like platform and just who they are and how they advocate for each other. And so I really just fell in love with it. And, continuing on with that, just the representation. I didn't see a lot of people who look like me. And so I guess I feel like when I was younger, if I did see more, black beauty queens, black pageant queens, like we're starting to see now, then I feel like I would be like more so willing to like jump into it and do it. But yeah, so that's, essentially just what I'm trying to be is just, some example of representation. Even through that with school, being one of 289 Black people. I'm the only Black person in my cohort, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. And I taught high school. I was one of my students' first high school science teacher, like Black science teacher. So that was cool too. And so, yeah, again, just being that representation.
Awesome. So you was just very determined. You was like, what you said? I can't do what? Okay. Watch
Look,
this.
okay, watch it.
Watch this. So what challenges would you say you had to face as a woman in both the STEM field and pageantry, and how you overcame
Um,
it?
I feel like I have faced. I'm so sorry. My dog is acting a
That's
fool today.
okay.
I'm so sorry. Let me just get him off the way.
No problem.
So sorry. We can edit that out. He was like making all these noises. He wouldn't let me stop hitting him. He's so dramatic. Okay. Um, you asked me the question again. Sorry, what's the question?
That's okay. Sure. What challenges would you say you have faced as a woman in both the STEM field and pageantry, and how did you overcome it?
I think one of my main challenges that I and still continue to semi struggle with is like that feeling of imposter syndrome, just feeling like I'm not good enough, feeling as if I don't belong only because I don't see people who look like me when I go to, school or work or whatever the case may be. And, that kind of like it's gotten better because, I've realized like, you have to be the change you want to see. So that's what I'm doing. But when I first, really got started, I was like really discouraged because I didn't see people look like me. And I was like, well, maybe this is not what I'm supposed to do. Maybe I'm supposed to do something else. Um, Another challenge is just, obviously, just being a woman um, in a male dominated field. They, feel like, you don't or can't do as much as they can do or whatever the case may be. And then just to add another layer on top of that, being a Black woman. Oh, these white men, they do not want to see me. They don't want to see me coming through the door. But best believe I show up as authentically Black as I possibly can.
Right.
And I make sure that, my presence is known. They always say like, you can, make your own seat at the table, whatever. I am the seat. This is my table, actually. How about that? And so, that's just the what I'm like, trying to like live by and just, keep myself in that high positive light, motivated light. So yeah, it's been a lot of challenges. It's been a lot of I think one of the biggest ones I've had thus far is like just like actually hearing like someone say like the only reason why I was here was because of, because I'm Black or because, they're trying to like meet a quota or whatever the case may be. And I was sitting like in front of like my entire lab and like, when I was in school and I was just like, what? And so that like created a whole thing because I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, I'm not I like, no, like I got, the grades, I got everything just as much as they do. So, and so that I think that was really like the pinnacle of really what started, the advocacy, and then, just spearheading, what I'm trying to do for my life in the direction that it really took off to be.
Yeah. All right. So, how do you use your platform in pageantry to promote and advocate for STEM education, for
Okay,
opportunities
well,
for
thank you.
young women? I don't know if you heard the
Gotcha.
list.
So, yeah, my platform is entitled Don't Adjust Your Crown. It was inspired by the Crown Act that was passed in 2019. Um, and really, it's like a declaration of self affirmation and dignity. So, we're fostering young women's self confidence, self worth, self expression. I have recently made it to be a 501(c)(3) nonprofit. So I've reached over, 250 plus young women across multiple states.
Oh,
And with that, building partnerships, building with different organizations to work with, the young students. I've done, keynote speeches, workshops, mentorship programs, really just digging into that whole, don't adjust your crown standing for character, rarity, oneness, worth, and novelty. Um, and so it's more than just like a statement about like hair, it's really about recognizing our worth without compromise. It's about wearing our crowns with pride, whether that crown be our natural hair, our values, our dreams, our cultures, whatever that is. But I really just believe in celebrating women of elegance and excellence and empowerment and just committed to positively impacting the world. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
that's really inspiring, Janae. That's really inspiring.
I appreciate it.
Wow. Wow. Now, when you went to school, because I'm just thinking of everything that you said. You went to school, you decided to do pageantry because somebody just pretty much tried to belittle you and tell you that you cannot do it. So you proved them wrong, right?
Yes,
You proved them
100%.
wrong in a couple areas. Okay. Not only that, you have helped over 250 plus women. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, how does that feel?
Honestly, it really does feel good. Especially like, when I go back to the schools and things like that. And I'm like, oh my God, like, hey, we were in your program and and the girls love it. I love it. It really just warms my heart. I think one of my main things in life is just to be able to inspire one person. And I think, I mean, I feel like I was able to do that, but I want to continue with that. One of my students I was teaching in high school is now a student at University of Maryland College Park, and she was like, you really were, that reason why I went there and decided to do engineering. I'm like, oh my God, like me, little old me, like I ain't nobody. But clearly, Jehnae Jasmine Linkins is somebody because hey, here I am, and so
Yes.
just want to just continuing that, just being there, being an advocate for equitable and diverse spaces, just showing up and showing out.
Yes, Janae. You are
Thank
somebody. What? Can you share a memorable experience from either STEM or pageant that had a significant impact on you?
Oh, okay. Can I do both?
Yes.
Okay, so for pageantry, I was in Baltimore doing a workshop. It's called my series is called Discovering the Crown, and so I was hosting one of them for the schools in Baltimore, and I have a video of it. And this little girl, she was just like, she gave me like all the attitude, like all the drama, because we were providing them with affirmations. They got crowns, they got sashes. It's a whole to do, big to do. And so, at the end, you're supposed to say your name and say like who you are, what your affirmation is. And so she got up and her little self, she was like, I think she was like in fifth grade. And so she gets up and then she grabs the microphone, like real cute. I was like, you must be a Leo. She was born in August. And so she was like, yeah, she was like, my name is blankety blank to the child, so I can't give her name, but she was like, and I love myself. And I was like, okay. And then nobody could top it. Like everyone was like, do we need to go after this? Like she just was it really warmed my heart. And I was like, oh my God, like she really like felt it. And she was like, and thank you. And like walked off. And I was like, okay, drops mic. Like you do you. You can get up here because I don't need to be here. You got this. You run this. And so that really it was definitely an eye-opening moment there. And then even within STEM, uh I was my first year of graduate my PhD program. I met Dr. Jeanette Epps. She was one of the first African American females in the aerospace department at University of Maryland, and she's currently, she's an astronaut, so she's on the international space. She's on the space station right now. Currently, I believe she'll be there for like the next 6 months. But I met her. Or okay, so what happened was she has a twin, and so I was walking down the hallway, and I was like, "Oh my God, Dr. Epps, whatever, whatever," and she was like, "Oh no, that's not me." I'm like, I pulled it up. Like, I know who you are. She was like, oh, that's my twin. And I was like, oh my God, you have a twin. So then that was just like it really, because I thought I was talking to who I was been like stalking for like the last like week because I knew she was coming there to speak. And turns out it was her twin. And then so she was like, let me go take you to her or whatever. And then like I got to meet her and talk to her and whatever. And yeah, I was like, wow, okay. Like that's what I want to be. Like I'm gonna be in space one day, walking on the moon. Yeah. I'm claiming it right now.
Nice. So, Janae, I have to ask, can we see your sash?
Oh, of course. Let me do a little can we see that? It's a
Yes.
International Maryland.
That is so nice. And your
Thank
crown, was
you.
it custom made?
Yeah, the pageant system, they they make these, and then they send it to us. So yeah, this is
That's so
the
nice.
International Miss System. Yeah.
I
So
love
definitely excited to
that.
be a part of it and, be able to represent my state.
I love that. What advice would you give to young women who aspire to pursue in both careers?
Ooh, what advice? Okay, so I have like I call them my like tips for success. It's 10
Mm-hmm.
of them because they go like kind of like flow into each other. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna just read them. And these are in the book, in my book that I was referring to as well. And I'll send you that information as well. So it's Jehnae's 10 tips for success. So number one is be the change you want to see. If you're burnt out, you're no good to yourself or anyone else. So rest. Rest stands for reclaim your energy and set the tone for the journey ahead. Your journey is your own. Own your truth, own your convictions, and own your joy. Joy is to be celebrated. Celebrate even the smallest of wins. Every win comes with sacrifice, no victory, and don't adjust your crown.
Love that. Please send
Yeah.
that to me.
I will. I definitely will. Um,
So, if you can give
yeah.
any advice to your younger self, Jehnae, what would that be?
If I could tell myself, I would say believe in yourself. I would say don't let anyone tell you that you can't do anything. You can do literally anything you put your mind to, because that's what you've been doing. And that's what you will do. What else would I tell myself? Love yourself. You know, stay true to who you are. Um, be the most authentic version of yourself that you can be. Um, love yourself. Yes, I can just want to stress that because, there's so many different societal expectations and things going on that really like affected, things. And now, as I'm coming into, official adulthood, I'm really recognizing that, you really have to, love yourself, heal, things like that. And so that's what I've been working on for myself.
That's awesome. So, what's in the future for Jehnae?
Ooh, okay. Future, let's see. So, obviously Dr. Linkins, let's put that out there. Like, yeah. What else? um, you know, the pageant, it'll be in Labor Day weekend, so a couple weeks. So, International Miss 2024. Okay, I'm speaking to existence. I'm claiming it. Um, what else? And just continue to be black, being a black woman, just continue, just showing up every day black. Um, and yeah, that's it.
Okay. So, would you like to let us know how we can connect with you?
Oh yeah, 100%. So you can connect with me via Instagram. It's Jehnae Linkins Crown Pageantry or Jehnae Jasmine _ PhD. You could also reach out to me via email. I can give you my email and you can, share it with them as well. Also, I have a website, jlj-consulting.com, where you can, if you're interested in, the workshop series, that I do, and everything is free. So, obviously nonprofit, everything is free. So if anyone's interested, wanted me to come out, speak or whatever, I'd be more than willing to do so. Yeah. LinkedIn, Jehnae Linkins, just Jehnae Linkins. That's it. It's everywhere.
Yes. Thank you so much, Jehnae, for sharing your incredible journey with us today. It was an honor to have you here. Your story is truly inspiring. It pursues the power of one's passion, no matter how diverse they may be. But for our listeners, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to stay connected with our latest episodes. Your support helps us continue spreading hope and strength. Until next time, stay strong, stay hopeful, and keep sharing your light with the world. Take care. We'll see you soon.